From KETK, you're watching East Texas Live.
Welcome back to East Texas Live on KETK. Joining us now via Zoom is Dr. Karen Shenoy with Hills Pet Nutrition. Good morning, Dr. Shenoy.
Good morning.
It's nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Tell us about Clear the Shelters and why Hills has been a sponsor for 5 years.
Clear the Shelters is an outstanding campaign. We are thrilled to be the national sponsors again this year in partnership with NBC Universal Local. And it's a campaign that is aimed at helping to provide donations and support, and most importantly, get animals adopted from shelters across the United States.
Wow, that's fantastic. So I was going to ask you why the campaign is so important, but you just answered that question for me. Why is a healthy diet so important to a pet?
You know, I guess I'll build a little bit on why the campaign is important and then would love to talk about diet as well. At Hills, our mission is to enrich and lengthen the special relationships between people and their pets. And obviously, as a veterinarian, that's something that's near and dear to my heart as well. I want to make sure that through the work I'm doing and through the work of our company, that we are focusing on providing quality of life, length of life for animals, and really helping to celebrate that bond between the pet owner and the pet. And nutrition is super important in that equation because we know that nutrition helps make a pet who that animal is inside and outwardly, the way they look, how enthusiastic they are, how quality their hair coat is, and in turn that can help make them very adoptable when they are eating that quality nutrition. So it really is a great effort for us to support this campaign because nutrition can tie in so closely with what helps make animals adoptable.
It certainly does. Do you have tips for families that are looking to adopt a pet and bring a new pet into their home?
Absolutely. I guess there's three general things I would say. One is, as you're thinking about adopting a pet, do some planning ahead of time and really think about what is the right pet for your house? What animal are you looking for? Is it a cat or a dog? What lifestyle do you want to lead with that pet? What type of animal size might be most appropriate? Do you want a puppy, a young animal? Do you want an older pet? Really do some planning in that regard. And then once you've settled on kind of the type of animal you're looking to bring into your household, think about what supplies you're going to need, what you need to do to prepare to maybe introduce that pet to another animal in the house. I would also highly recommend taking some quality time with the individuals at the shelter that have been interacting with the animal you're choosing to adopt and learn from them, learn about the animal's needs, their personality, what sort of makes them a special pet, and make sure that you're as prepared as you can be to bring that pet home. And then last, and very importantly, make sure you also build a relationship with a local veterinarian and ahead of time identify who that is that you will seek out to provide counsel to you in terms of what is the best care for that pet, and try to seek their advice early on after adopting the pet, and look to see if they can help with tips to sort of attack things from a preventive angle, make sure that you know up front what you can do to help keep that pet healthy long term.
Wow, that's really good information. I think often people adopt a pet kind of on the fly, and there really are so many things to consider before you bring an animal into your home. Can you tell me, or can you tell our viewers how they can learn more about adopting pets in this area if they're interested?
Yeah, absolutely. I would actually recommend going to hillspet.com, HILLSPET.com/cleartheshelters. And that's a general website that anyone nationwide can look and find what shelters are participating in the campaign this year. You can also find a veterinarian in your area that can help you do just the things I was talking about and be prepared to seek veterinary care for your animal. And there's all kinds of great tips on the site about adopting a pet.
Perfect. Doctor, thanks so much for joining us today and for all that really great information.